Hello Taurus, welcome to your January 2019 general horoscope reading and happy new year Taurus. We have made it to another year and wow, so many beautiful feels I'm getting here already in the new year. So I'm doing something a little special and different starting this psychic horoscope reading. So here we go, let's start. What message do you have for Taurus? Let's right at the beginning here. Then the stranger had begun to walk quickly, and they had followed, running, singing, and dancing to the sound of the music, as far as the foot of the mountain which one sees on entering Hamel. At their approach, the mountain had opened a little, and the bagpiper had gone in with them, after which it had closed again. Only the three little ones who told the adventure had remained outside, as if by a miracle. One was bandy-legged, and could not run fast enough. The other, who had left in haste, one foot shod the other bare, had hurt himself against a big stone and could not walk without difficulty. The third had arrived in time, but in hurrying to go in with the others had struck so violently against the wall of the mountain that he fell backwards at the moment it closed upon his comrades. I feel like that's where the message here stops for you, Taurus. So the mountain image is really psychically coming across for you, Taurus. So Taurus, there might be almost like a huge, it might really feel like you are just approached with this huge sort of mountain that you have to go around, that you have to deal with, this mountain of a problem, or this mountain, of something that just feels like it's blocking you and obstructing your path or obstructing your view of clear sight. And you might be just faced with some trials, and some difficulty with how to get around through that mountain that has got you kind of a little stumped. So there is a little bit of a feeling here that you might have to cope with, Taurus, here, of moving through that mountainous terrain, or that kind of rough terrain, or figuring out how to go around it. So something in your life where you're having to just learn a new sort of approach or maneuver that will take you through it, that will help you move on through. I'm getting that there's a little bit of celebration also to be had within January. Yeah, you might find yourself involved more or going out more to music venues, especially. That is coming across, really just soaking in some local music around you, perhaps some more concerts happening for you. I know that's really specific, but that is really kind of psychically calling to me for you Tauruses. So let's get some more details to go with that psychic message. Tarot's in hand. Let's just shuffle a hair more, Taurus, and let's see what else pops up for you. And also, I'll get you some rune stones here for clarity. And Taurus, please do leave me a comment below. Share with me your feelings. What ambitions and goals do you have cooking for this new year? And then also, how does that message that we just read resonate with you? Okay, cards are done. Let's see what shows up. Okay. Ooh, so 8 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. There's some of that rough terrain that you're having to learn how to maneuver through. All right, okay. Okay, first week we have the 8 of Cups. 8 and 8. All right, there's a theme. Wow, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Then we have the Tower. And then we have Strength, which is also 8. Wow, Taurus. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's get some clarity with the runestones. Alright. Wow. You have a lot of stuff making its way out. Infinite sort of possibilities. Infinite resources. Infinite comings and goings that are showing up for you right off the bat, Taurus. Extraordinary. All right, let's talk details. Yes, 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 Taurus. Okay. First week. One of the 8s. 8 of Cups. And then we have Sigil to go along clarifying it. So, all right. Alright, so right off the bat, Taurus, we got something that's emotionally making you feel a little distant, I'm picking up here. So in the first week, you know, you might just feel the need to be a little emotionally distant so that you can kind of just gather yourself, gather your wits up again. Here, there's a sense of seclusion being of comfort to you, you know, so definitely, you know, take that time to, you know, go to the tea house, go to the coffee house, or go out and just get a drink somewhere on your own, just some alone time, so that you can really tune into your own feelings. You know, really what a message I'm getting here with the 8 of Cups is just, it's simply like a timeout. You just might be experiencing a bit more of a time out in the first week of January. You know, because you're not necessarily losing anything. You have all these full cups in the background. But you're just needing a little bit of a time out, which is going to prove to be extremely vital and revitalizing for you because you have Sigil. Okay, so with Sigil here, this is like, okay, doing this will really raise that vitality, that spirit of vitality within you so that you can just pick up and go again, especially here within, you know, with the second week, we have the 8 of Pentacles. So with the 8 of Pentacles, you're going to be working hard. Lot of work stacking up for you Tauruses. There's a lot of, I'm getting a lot of detailed work too. Detailed things to be done. So this is a very busy energy. The second week is definitely saying you're going to be busy because we have Jera to go along with it. Jera is also all about like harvesting things, and you know, the harvest season can be a very busy season. You're gathering everything up. You're doing a lot of that final work so you can store things up, make a final launch, you know, that kind of thing. is what I'm picking up for you. And, you know, you're getting, you know, especially at the beginning of the month here, you know, looking at these together, it's just like this encouragement for you to definitely keep to your own space, you know, just be within your own space. It's okay to just sit with your own company here. Invest that time in yourself, in connecting with yourself, and through connecting with yourself emotionally too, Taurus, I'm getting that the work and creativity with your work produces much more naturally for you. So this is where that is really beneficial. You're just getting a much more producing and efficient sort of workflow. And it looks, you know, with Jera being here with the Eight of Pentacles as well, whatever it is that you're putting so much focus into working on, it's going to be very fruitful. It's a very fruitful endeavor you have going on. And even though it's a really busy energy and it just kind of consumes all of your time, Taurus, it's worth it. It is worth it in the second week, okay? So, then you have up next, so, you know, with that January 5th, Capricorn new moon is on the 5th, so that's where a lot of that busy and work energy is coming in for you. And then moving on to the full moon, which happens on the 21st of January, we have showing up here the Tower. Okay, so the Tower and then Radaho, and the Radaho came up reversed. Okay, so that means there is a little bit of a breakdown. You know, I'm getting right off the bat, Taurus, just be a little wary and try to prepare for any sort of mishaps that might happen, you know, any kind of mechanical breakdowns, you know, and that could involve like your car or even just technology. I'm getting the sense that there's just a little bit of breakdown happening in the third week because there's a lot of stuff in the air going on for you specifically. There's a lot of kind of chaotic and confusing messages that are just really calling for you to kind of basically release some old ways and not resist so much. The Tower does not allow us to resist. You know, when you resist, that's when the real breakdown happens here, Taurus. And so, you know, the beautiful thing with the Tower, though, I want you to know, beautiful thing is that with this breakdown, with this kind of setback, the Tower is doing it to really liberate you. There's something going on here in the third week for you, Taurus, that you're really being liberated from, okay? See these people, it was, you know, this Tower, whatever it was they were doing in the Tower, however they were ruling up there, whatever plans they had cooking up there in the sky, it wasn't working. It wasn't working, and so that's why, boom, they're being tossed out. They're starting from ground zero. So that's kind of the energy here. And some part of your life here, Taurus, especially that has to do with, I'm getting anything that has to do with travel. Whatever it is that you've been so eagerly trying to move on, you're being just set back a little bit. So if you've been really kind of impulsively trying to just force perhaps, you know, some possibilities or force, you know, things to evolve, force things to just happen and appear, you're being brought back a little bit with the Tower energy. You know, the reset button is happening with whatever is going on for you in the third week there. Just be prepared. You know, the reset button is kind of happening. You know, this doesn't necessarily mean your whole life, Taurus, but definitely a part of your life is getting the reset button. So, just watch out for that, especially when it comes to, like I said, the travel. Even mechanical breakdowns are kind of showing up here. So just be wary of that and try to give yourself that, look at it as being liberated. There's a liberating sort of feeling, and you really experience that in the 4th week, a few days after. And, here's the Strength card, that Leo energy. It's almost like I'm getting this feeling of someone, it could be a Leo, or just someone in general who's coming in here to kind of, it's almost like the lion licking your wounds, it's like, oh, you had a hard time, or, you got hurt in the process, well, let me just give you a kiss, let me give you a hug. That's the energy here. So you could have someone showing up who's really like, just kind of smothering you a little bit, smothering you and just loving on you a little bit. So definitely, just soak that in. But it's like the Tower energy is really coming in here. So, you have all these 8s. Look at this. 8 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, the Strength card, which is 8, and then on the bottom of the deck you had the 8 of Swords. Sure, there's a lot that is happening, and there's a lot happening behind the scenes for you, Taurus. And in order to fully accept that, in order for all this goodness and development, for the development to come full circle for you, Taurus, you have to have a little bit of that breakdown, a little bit of that release of whatever it is that is not serving you, that isn't working for you, whatever you were trying to act and move on, and perhaps, like I said, there was just a feeling of forcefulness here. And so that's why the reset button is happening in that 3rd week, but then boom, it's like, oh, okay, I can do this. I now see the purpose to that 4th week. You have Wunjo clarifying with Strength here. And so with Wunjo, it's all positive and light, like completely opposite of that 3rd week. There's some real joy coming to you. Someone who's really uplifting your spirits here. Your spirits are getting really uplifted. And like I said, smothered, but a good kind of smothered here in the 4th week, Taurus. And it's just like, you get this knowing of, wow, everything really is going to be possible for me this year. I see even more possibility now than I saw before. That's what you're getting with that Strength card in Wunjo. You're getting like an added layer of confidence, because you have a little bit of a decline in confidence here, especially with, this energy showing up, Taurus. So, there's a little bit of a decline in confidence, which is affecting some of that efficiency, some of that infinite creation and possibilities. That's the blockage there that has been preventing that, a lack of confidence. So that's why, give it a few days after that Leo full moon, but you will experience a newfound confidence. Especially whenever you let yourself be smothered and you be kind to yourself. Allow yourself to just give yourself a pat on the back and be like, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's not that bad. And then, that opportunity and those joyful experiences start sprouting up. It's really amazing. Yeah, so definitely look out. There could be a fire sign, like I said, and specifically a Leo who's kind of bringing in like this turnaround energy for you. So Taurus, pretty much concludes here what has come through with the January messages. Now, we will get details on your love and intimate relationships life in the love challenge videos. So I'm doing those monthly videos. They're oracle messages, which I'm completely dedicating to your love and relationship life. So those videos should be up soon, and we'll see what love challenge and guidance is there for you in January. So there will be more, and I'm really excited to do those. You know, I love being able to kind of focus in on those romantic partnerships and what's going on in your intimate world. So woohoo! And I do want to share with you, Taurus, that I am going to be doing a very limited amount of personal readings in 2019, but I'll still be doing some. So, you know, if you want to check out my availability, get in contact with me, my Etsy shop, all that information is below in the descriptions box. And please connect with me on Instagram and Facebook if you haven't already. That information is below as well. Love for you to follow me there and just connect. And yeah, I will talk to you very soon, Taurus, in the next video. Y'all enjoy this month, you know, and this freedom of liberating freedom, you know, of energy that is coming to you, and whatever smothering is going on there. So take care for now. I will see you in your love challenge video.